Warning, warning. The views and expressions that you will hear are exclusively our expressions. You will hear and feel as follows: chaos, insanity, humor, passion, strength, highs, thought-provoking angles, and velvet talk. Most importantly, do not fear what you've been warned about.
Chipper. I feel like Hurricane Chris on the A video. I'm doing the presidential wave. Okay, what's going on, my folks, on this fine occasion here? We got some heat for you, as we always do. You might hear a little sound.
Yes, indeed.
Drink up in my cup, main hole up. It's gonna get real today, as it always does. You're here with the OG Velvet Juggernaut. We've got the S.A. Wild Child.
What it is, what it was, and what it will be.
Boom shakalaka!
And then we have ourselves that good old Monopoly.
Yes, Linsky.
Oh! Give it up for her one time for the one time.
Yes, sir.
It's finna get real.
She caught me off guard, bro. I ain't even lie to you, bro. Yeah. She came up with that. I was like, wait a second.
Insert line here.
Squeeze me?
I dig it.
Okay.
Now, before we get too deep, as we always do, we want to just break the ice for y'all that's going to be listening. First off, I do want to send some shout-outs in advance. And if you want some more shout-outs, you got to listen all the way through. But shout-out, I want to hit my boy. No, I want to hit Mom. Shout-out to Mom. Shout-out to my offspring. Shout out to my boy Mike, the Scorpion King, and then my boy Golden Nuts as usual. Dustin, you got something for us before we dive in, Papa?
You know what I'm saying? I want to give an honor to the God, Pastor, Reverend, Sever Ones. No, I'm just playing. Let me give a shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the son of choice, you know what I'm saying?
Of choice.
Yeah, the son of choice.
It must be the best son.
Yeah, that's the best son.
I'm sending you my
The son of choice, you know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to my frat. They actually do be listening and tuning in here. Shout out to Sigma Romeo Incorporated here. They do be listening and tuning in here.
Let me drop a bomb for them.
Yes, please do.
Explosions.
As we say, skeet me, yo. Y'all know what that is.
Whoa.
Yeah, it got real.
Skeeting already.
Yeah, it got real in college, bro. We'll take that another way. But also, as we say, friends, family, loved ones, you know what I'm saying, that's always supporting. We want to definitely give y'all some love back, you know what I'm saying, because y'all give us love back, you know what I'm saying. And to one of my friends that actually do listen, that actually listens religiously.
Oh,
I want to give a shout out to her. I ain't gonna drop her name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
what kind of shout is
I ain't gonna drop her name. We just gonna call her Pre. Shout out to Pre. Shout out to Pre.
Did she request this? Say, give me a shout out, but just a secret shout out, or like how did?
She actually was like, "Can I get a listen in on the next episode?" And I was like, "Nah, you just got to tune in." So she was like, "Okay, I'll be an active listener." And I was like, "All right," so I'm gonna give her a shout out. So,
you made her earn it.
Yeah, you got to listen to this.
You can drop
then you drop the name. So give a shout out to Pre. She definitely earned it. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool levels people. To it.
Yeah, you use levels too. You gotta earn that shout out. You know what I'm saying? So you asked me, and I was like, all right, but you gotta listen. So then now she can hear the beginning.
Exactly. So give it up for her.
There you go.
I know she is.
There you go.
Monopoly. Who's shooting out?
I just want to shout out like you did your mom. So my mom.
Hey.
Mama.
I never shout her out, but yeah.
Amen.
Shout out to my mom and my sister Adrienne.
Hey.
She stays
Very
listening,
active.
super supportive. Yeah.
She
There
gets
you
a
go.
bum.
There you go.
She
Appreciate
definitely
that.
gets a bum. Where's my bum? Oh! You get 2 of them. Where's another one? They're over Baghdad.
You dropped the bomb on me, baby. Hey, you dropped the bomb on me.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. I was like, all right. Go ahead. My bad. Getting too turned.
Mm-hmm.
Also, to Cassandra, my friend, we've been friends since middle school. So, yeah, I appreciate your support too. So
Amen.
Yeah, I got it.
That's the business.
stay positive.
Yes,
and it's
sir.
everybody else that listens to.
And everybody stay woke too.
Now stay woke.
Woo!
Oh, sorry.
Don't touch them too much.
Yeah.
But before we get too deep in, because we got quite the intriguing episode, I want to know, tell me about the best lying motherfucker that you know.
Man.
I just want to have a little tender conversation before we get some real conversation. Everybody know this motherfucker that cannot stop telling the goddamn lies.
Man.
Tell me about your boy.
So
I know a few of them.
yeah. So I got a guy, right? He every time he told a story, it was like the longest story of all. Like he would never, ever, not ever tell the straight truth in his story. So he'll be like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? We was walking up, you know what I'm saying, about to get something to eat. And then next thing you know, I met about 3 of these bad motherfuckers that was walking my way. And I was like, bro, I was there.
Oh, you be there?
Yeah, I be there. Like, I be there. Like, when he telling this story and he telling it to somebody else. I let him have it and I be rolling with it. Like,
do you talk to him afterwards?
Yeah, I can't let him have it like that. But I gotta let him know that depending on who he's telling the story to, that I let him know up front.
Yeah.
And like if it's a shorty that he actually digging, you know what I'm saying, and I know that he know that we both know that he digging her, then I be like, yeah, man, you should have seen that boy. You know, he was a real fine gentleman, you know, and a scholar, fine gentleman and a scholar. Now, if it's just like the boys, you know what I'm saying, he telling this story, I was like, bro, you know it was only one and she had a gap too, bro, but she wasn't even all that, but she had that thing dragging that wagon. She was dragging that wagon though.
Have you ever had it where, like you were in the story and the person's telling you the story again?
Yeah.
They're lying to you.
I'm like, bro, I was there. What you mean?
That's
Like,
the worst
bro, that was me, and you lying. I was there.
Me and my homeboy, be like, from me?
yeah. You talking about me? But this guy here, but I ain't gonna lie. I love this boy to death. But he would definitely exaggerate the mess. And I say the mess, I'm talking about the mess out of a story. And when it was funny, like I was like, I couldn't even stop it. Like, I can't stop him. He on, everybody tuned in and they listening and everybody's laughing. And I was like, yeah, that's funny.
Check this out. I got a homeboy, and I'm gonna drop this name. I got a homeboy named June B.
Okay.
From the good old Louisiana.
Okay.
Country cat like me. This motherfucker here. My homeboy lies so bad.
Okay.
That anytime he would come to my house, I would have to give a disclaimer for him to my other friends that don't know him. So if I had other friends coming over, I'd be like, hey, is this dude Jim B coming over?
Okay.
He's gonna lie. Just let him do it.
Okay.
He's one of those that does it so bad that, like, if you be like, no, he didn't. You're like, I know, bitch. You don't tell me nothing, motherfucker. So we just like, whoa, I'm just saying that's not how that, happened.
Because you was there.
Yeah, not only this. He is, I'm just guessing, he like 46 or something like that.
Oh, shoot, so it's an old cat.
Yeah, it's an older cat from Louisiana. And he told me, he said this shit right here. He said that his daughter, like he lied so bad, I looked it up on the internet because I was like, it must be a condition.
Wow.
I said, this must be a condition. I gotta see what this called. And
trying to diagnose it?
Yeah, I was trying to figure this out. I was like, I gotta dive into it. But he said that his kids are older than him. And he was telling somebody else this, and I was just standing there drinking. He was like, yeah, but like my son and my daughter, they in their 50s, and I'm in my 40s, and so they was like, are they adopted? He was like, no, they just came out like that. So when he says things like that, like his lies are so bad, I feel bad telling it because I sound like I'm lying about somebody lying.
Yeah.
But this is the shit that he says. Like he said that he told me that Like, I was like, man, you got a job yet? He's like, yeah, I've been looking for a job. He's like, he looks at you straight. Like, I got a phone call the other day from, like, Bill Gates hit me up the other day.
Okay. There you go.
You want to say, stop it. Stop it.
You don't know if that man Bill Gates may have hit him up, bro. You never know what that man capable of.
He pulled out his Obama phone, and he answered the phone. He said, this is Bill Gates on the line. And he told me that Bill Gates just offered him a job. And then he went to donate his plasma.
Yeah.
And then I scratched the back of my head.
Man, look, man. He might be undercover, bro. You never know, man. You never
undercover
know.
Millionaire.
Yeah, you know.
And his kids are older than him?
And his kids are older than him. All right, now
he didn't want to make y'all feel bad.
Shit.
So
that may be a little far-fetched.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's not.
He says a lot of far-fetched shit. Like, he said he's the owner of Dish Network. He said he's the one that put it out in the first place. So,
you never know who he talked to back in the day.
Okay. So now, I guess we figured it out. My friend don't lie like we thought.
Yeah, man. He could have had the whole idea. Whole idea, man.
Have you been hanging with some liars, Lynn?
All my people are truthful.
Look, she's hanging with the honest ones. You must have been hanging.
Hoes and all.
Hoes and all?
I said halo.
No, she said hoes. She said hoes. No, she said hoes. Hoes and all. All hoes tell the truth.
It's different area.
Oh,
that's what she said. She said hoes and all tell the truth.
Honest hoes.
Nah, she didn't say that. She didn't say that.
Now, I feel a little controversial. Matter of fact, pass me that. Not the Courvoisier, but the Belvedere.
There you go. There you go, my brother. There you go, my brother.
You smell me. So I want to know a few things, man. If everybody at this table is in this situation. So if we all have a baby mama, and some of us have a baby daddy. Y'all figure that out. Who has what?
Yeah.
Or I'm scared. But
and we say, touch your neighbor, tell your neighbor.
Yeah. But no, all of us have that. Now, here's the question. If you are in a relationship and you have a baby mama / baby daddy and they want to hang out with you and your child, it's nothing weird. They're not trying to be with you or nothing like that. But you're in a relationship. Is this appropriate? And I'm looking right at the wild child because I know he's ready to say it. But I'm going to let him say it. I'm going to give it up for the wild child before he even says it.
Bro, I had something to say.
Hold on. Before he says it, I'm bringing some motherfucking heat to this man today. I'm bringing some. Give it up for wild child again because this is all you, baby. We all gonna answer it. But go ahead. Bring that bullshit to me today. My gun loaded.
Yo. All right. So here is the kicker, bro. In regards to the topic, here's the kicker about the topic, man. I feel like it all depends on your
relationship.
The person you birthed the child with. You know what I'm saying? It depends on that person, on how well that relationship is.
As Monopoly say, how are you?
Now,
let's not just say in general.
Now,
how are you gonna handle it?
Now, if this is me on this other side, then I'm cool. Like, if shorty, baby mama wanna, you know what I'm saying?
Words wisely.
If baby mama wanna go on whatever she wanna do,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all going to the zoo.
Right.
You, your son, your baby mama. Y'all are just saying, hey, let's show him that we get along. It's nothing wrong.
Right.
We don't have no problems like that. It's nothing like she's not trying to do anything malicious, but you are in a relationship.
Right.
So are you with or against it?
I'm fine.
Okay. So how does that conversation go with your girlfriend?
Hey, I'm about to go to the zoo with my baby mama. That's it. Like, we just doing the family thing. Like,
do you think it's really gonna end there?
It doesn't end there, of course not, because everybody asks their questions, you know what I'm saying, in regard. I mean, obviously you made a baby together with this motherfucker, so it's obviously something.
They ring an alarm.
Yeah, they ring an alarm, so they be like, you just going to the zoo? Yes, I'm just going to the goddamn zoo. You want me to send you Snapchat pictures? That's the thing about social media now.
No.
Now look.
Those Snapchat pictures, she's like, oh, why is she wearing heels to the zoo?
No, you can do all that.
At the zoo now?
First of all, I do all that just to prove my innocence. See, people nowadays.
Snapchat can't save you though, because if you do that, to me, just me looking at it.
Okay.
If you send me a Snapchat, say, hey, I'm gonna snap you, what's going on? I'm gonna automatically assume that you're gonna snap me the good stuff. Me standing way in the distance, they're over there at the cotton candy. Me standing way in the distance, they're looking at the zebra, I'm looking at the rhino. We ain't even looking at the same animals. Get the fuck out of here.
See, and that's why it is a kicker, because of the simple fact that you have to have that person that's on your team. Yeah. So I'm not gonna pick nobody that is gonna be my girlfriend that ain't gonna understand my situation prior.
Yeah.
So in the event of that, I'm gonna have somebody that's gonna understand that, hey, if me and my baby mama is going to the zoo, then we going to the goddamn zoo. Mm-hmm. And that's all you know, just in case you have a significant other or whatever the case may be, or your baby's father or whatever the case may be. I want to be able to trust you and understand that you guys have to have a relationship for the child.
Yeah.
That's all it is a relationship for the child. Mm-hmm. So if I say I'm going to the zoo, then goddamn it, I'm going to the zoo. If you going to the zoo, then I respect and believe that you're going to the zoo. Now, if I know the zoo closed at 9 and you out till 10, then that's a problem.
But think this: if you with somebody and you tell them that, now if they knew this from jump, if it's somebody you just talking to, you may say that, because I've been there too, and I've just been like, hey, I'm finna do this. And I didn't really ask. I didn't really say, let's have a talk about it. I just said, this is what I'm finna do. Don't ask me shit, because I don't give a fuck, because we only been talking for 2 or 3 weeks. Yep. I'm talking about if you're in an established relationship, this conversation may go a little different. It may be more of a conversation versus a, hey, this is what I'm finna do. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Now,
it would definitely be
and you care about how she feels.
well thought out conversation to let you know in regards to saying, hey, this is just strictly for family purposes.
Yeah.
This is not for anything extra. This ain't for me to get that, ooh, gee, wally. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. That's what I got you for. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got you for. But I need to reassure you that it ain't for the Uchiwali, because that's pretty much what people think is for them extra feelings thought out. Mm-hmm. Like we not going to actually the zoo. We actually going on a romantic date, and our son or father or son or daughter just there, you know. So, or we like, oh, we going there, but we actually going to the crib and showing her how I live. Exactly. Nah, it ain't gonna be none of that.
Y'all playing MTV Cribs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it can't be none of that. That's why you have to have that trust. You have to build that.
Okay, so all this trust that you're talking, if it's on the other foot, if she says, hey, me and my baby daddy are gonna go here with our son, daughter, whatever the case may be, and we're gonna go, it could be the zoo as well, we go to the aquarium, we're gonna do a family activity. Yeah. We're going to the park.
Right.
Are you worried about that?
No.
On your side?
No.
Why?
Because I do my thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying, because I do my thing, I handle my own. I'm a grown-ass man.
And I'm not saying you're threatened.
No.
Because I'm not threatened by it. But I'm saying, do you trust it? Do you feel like it? Are you going to feel away?
Yeah.
Because you cannot say you don't feel away. You can't say I'm just sitting on the couch watching cartoons. She's over there. You can't say it's not going to cross your mind. You can't just say my trust. So
I won't say that it won't cross my mind, but I will say that I'm not worried about it. I am not as worried about it as you.
Is there some kind of time limit? Like,
no, just do your
come back.
Just go do your thing.
If they could be gone like 3 or 4 hours, are you finna start looking at your watch? Or are you gonna start being like, hey, she didn't text me quick enough? I'm sweating over here.
Nope.
Nope. You think like it is what it is. It
is what it is at the point of the time. You know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna do
what you're gonna do, then go ahead and do what you gotta do. Yeah. And I'm not saying I don't trust you when you come back in the door or anything like that. But what I'm saying is that it will show up in some way, shape, or form. It'll show up. So if you say you're going to the zoo, it's 1 o'clock, and you come back from the zoo, it's 9 o'clock. Okay, cool. How was your time at the zoo?
Okay, boom.
Then to give me the details, blah blah blah, woo woo. Now I'm not saying I won't have no thoughts after that. Like, oh, really, you was at the motherfucking zoo from 1 to 9. You know what I'm saying? I won't say that didn't happen, because it very well could have happened. As far as it very well could have happened.
And you may already start thinking, well, maybe I do need to holler at Susan. See, it's gonna fuck your head up.
It will, but
talk to me.
But it all depends. Like I said, it all depends on what you established prior. So before, we'll say you and Shorty, y'all been dating for 3 months. We'll even say 3 months. Y'all actually have an established relationship.
But you really care about her.
Really care about her. Like, I can see this going for the long haul.
Yeah.
And then right out of nowhere, like, hey, we gonna have this family out. Cool.
Yeah. And
no worries. Because I really do think that's important.
Yeah.
In regards to the children. It really is important.
So what? I'm gonna pose it the same way. Like, Monopoly, how you feeling about this? Like, if it's you, and the man is going with the baby mama, is it cool to do, or is it like a certain amount of times, or when does it get like, when is this a concern, or is it it could be a concern from the jump, you know what I'm saying?
It could be.
Like straight up, like.
I mean, I don't know. It depends. I think that if y'all trying to do it all the time, I think it's really how often you do it, how much you talk, how much y'all talk and stuff like that.
True.
You know, because yeah, you need to do it for the kids and the family, you know, stuff like that. But you know, y'all don't need to go out every weekend together with the kid. Like, I don't feel like that's needed.
Yeah. But you know what?
Maybe to me, I'm just gonna say maybe once a month would be my like.
That's exactly what I was gonna ask you. How much is appropriate? And you know, because like if they start, you know, I don't need like even your relationship with your baby mama / baby daddy. Like if you like text, like in my situation, I text, hey, I'm gonna pick you up on this day, or I call on. Not pick her up. Pick my child up on this day. That's when we have a conversation.
Right.
We don't sit up and be like, "How you doing? How's did you get your hair did today?" Like we don't have that.
Right.
Like.
But how would you handle it? Like if it was not specifically your situation right now, but just like
in that situation,
you know, the same situation that you gave our child. Like,
I'm gonna tell the honest God truth. I'm not gonna like it, but. We all can agree family values and all that. I think I would try to understand it. I already understand it. It's not hard to understand it. It's good to do. But I'm saying I would try to be understanding and not be like, you know, how was he dressed?
No, I mean like what would you do? Would you go?
Would I go?
Yeah, just like my child answered.
That's what I'm saying. I feel the same way. I think if, like he said, if we were established, if we've been doing that, I think if it came out of nowhere, it's definitely a conversation. I don't think I'd just be like, hey, I'm finna do this. I think I'm gonna be like, well, and I may do it once, but if it seems much, and cause before you push the button, I think if that was to happen in my situation, I think it'll start happening too often. Okay. Like I recently went to a doctor's appointment that I, normally, I go if I'm the one taking them, but we both went. And then I was invited to go to another one and another one and another one. And then I just was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't if it's a doctor's appointment, like, your legs are falling off or something like that. I think I need to be there. But I'm talking about it was hey, we're going to get shots and stuff. And, I have work and then you're the one that had them and you was the one taking them. So and it wasn't quick visit. So I kind of already was like, let's have that conversation.
So here's my kicker here. Now I want to ask y'all a question. So, what if you know that the meeting's about to happen? You happen to see the phone go off, right? So
are you in front of them?
So yeah. So you with your shorty, right? Or you with your dude, Monopoly, right? And you know what I'm saying? Shorty told you or dude told you about the Zoo meeting, right? Or whatever the case may be. Yeah. And you like, all right, cool. Y'all done chopped it out. Y'all done hashed it out and everything. And everything was good money. You know what I'm saying? She reassured you or he reassured you that it's literally just for family values. Cool, right? And then you walk by, you say you in the kitchen cooking and your person of choice goes to the restroom and then they get that notifications from baby daddy, baby mama. Yeah. And it just says... On their phone? Okay. And it just says, can't wait to see you.
That's a whole nother. Well, see, that's not necessarily cheating, but at the same time, it's kind of makes you say, "Wow!" Like I don't know. Now is the kid using the phone?
Now it's like, what the fuck have y'all really been talking about prior to this Zoo meeting?
Exactly.
They could be going to the zoo swinging like the orangutan. So, okay. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
This brings a whole nother question. Your girl wants to go too. Like she's like, you can go.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This is why it's a kicker, because you don't know what conversation was had prior. Yeah. And he can just be in his own little feelings, or she can be just like in her own little feelings, just saying, hey, can't wait to see you.
I would have to wonder how she feels about these hanging outs, these meetings and stuff like that. Not necessarily you. I would ask you, but I would just wonder how she's feeling about it.
It can be one-sided. It can be you are honestly innocent. you just like, hey, I just really want to build these family values. But she could be doing the winking eyes, licking your ear.
Right.
While you're
all
over
that
here,
could happen.
While you're saying, oh, son, you sure are nice. Son, you look like me. Whoop, another tongue in the ear. Please don't do that. Like, you continue to deal with it.
You know my spot. You know, you would know my spot kind of deal.
I think, and this is what Velvet I think was about to mention. Like, I would say I want to go. Or I want to meet her. Or something. Because I would at least just want to see how y'all interact while I'm there. If y'all acting awkward, then something's up. If y'all are just like, oh yeah, let's take little Bob over here to the jungle. Like, okay,
but
cool.
we'll say that you did meet her.
Yeah.
Or you meet him. Whatever.
Yeah.
And it was perfectly fine. So that's the reason why the meeting was set up to go to the zoo, and you trust them, and they reassured you that it's okay to go to the zoo. So you could. All the meetings are already out the way.
That's when I would get dressed and I'm going to the zoo too. I can't go. Can I not go? Why
Somebody's
can't I
gonna
go?
get some cotton candy today.
Okay.
I'm in the kid's life too now. Why can't I go?
So you would actually want to go, and they were just like, nah, we really just want to spend this family time.
But I'm part of the family too now.
But technically not.
Put that question to yourself. Put that same question to yourself. How you reacting to this?
I would just let him go.
Bringing her?
No, I'll let it go. I'll let it go. This is where you have to build your character.
Yeah.
This is where you have to build your trust.
Yeah.
This is where everything has to be built right now. If you're gonna be with this person, it has to be built right now. Like I said, we said 3 months. So if it's on the 3-month time frame, and I have to start, if I'm feeling like this is gonna be a long-term thing, then I have to start building right now.
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah.
I have to start, even if I saw the text. Can't wait to see.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what too. I think even if you ask to go, hey, can I go? You probably can tell just by, they might seem fidgety.
They may.
You might be like, hey, do you mind if I, you want to, let me see if how she feel about you coming. I'm not, let me see. Because it might already be like, oh, you ain't got to say no more.
Does it matter how she feels though?
Yeah,
If she said I can't go, then what?
Yeah, what you say?
So,
then what?
If your mom say, new girl can't go, this is your girlfriend.
Yeah.
You're not with her.
If my girlfriend say I can't go, like if she go,
your kid's mom says that
Don't
your
bring your
girlfriend can't go. You're like, hey, she wants to go, and then she's like, no, don't bring her. It's just us.
Well, that's a little different.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a little different. So wait, hold on, let me make sure I'm understanding the
Because
question.
even if you tell your girlfriend, hey, I would bring you, but she said no, she gonna be like,
so you saying my baby mama saying the girlfriend can't come?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I would tell her, she said, hey, this actually should be a family event, but I will be on my best behavior.
Would you feel,
after that text showed up, so the whole, this is still connected. Like, you get that text, and then she's like, hey, I want to go with you. And then, you say, okay, cool, I'm just going to let her know that you're going. You let her know that you're going, that she's going, and she's like, your mom's like, no, don't bring her.
Okay.
Then you turn to the girlfriend and you said, hey.
I'll tell her.
That she can't go?
I'll tell her that she can't go.
Oh my.
Does it matter because it's 3 months? Is it at 3 months? Or if it was a longer time y'all were together?
This is why.
Yeah.
So, they really don't know each other that well. Okay? Not saying it in a bad way. But that also takes time. That also takes time. So, if I'm playing the middleman, I want to do this the right way. So, I don't want this to fall off to where she really can't come ever. And I don't want this to fall off to say, hey, she's going to resent me for the respect that I'm trying to have for this situation. I'm not saying I won't.
Saved up for when you get back home.
I'm not saying that I won't. That is an argument that's supposed to happen. I will have to bite that bullet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to actually make sure that it actually comes to a comfortability for both.
Yeah.
Because I'm stuck in the middle. Yeah. And the child is stuck in the middle. So we have to find some middle ground. Now, if the baby mama saying, hey, I'm saying, hey, my sugar love muffin want to come. Cool. But baby mama's like, no. Like, this actually just needs to be some family outing, like just like a little outing. And I was like, hey, now she can hear me and we can have this conversation. It can be on speakerphone and everything. So it could be like, hey, I'm kind of trying to keep this mutual in regards to everybody being happy in regards to past, present, and try to keep this and try to keep this median going to where there's not a problem. Can we come up with any alternative options? Yeah. So we have to have those conversations. Can't be no punk bitch about it.
Yeah.
Can't be no punk bitch about it. Now, if it's just something like they said, she said, hey, can't come, well then let's figure out a reason why.
So tell me, is this a factor though? Okay, if this is the same, we're gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
Flip it. You tell her you don't really feel comfortable with it. You saw that I can't wait to see you.
Yeah.
And then you say, hey, you can go, but I'm trying to go also. And she says, cool. She asked him. He says, don't bring him. You know, it's in a way you can kind of respect it because you know it's a family thing. And then in a way you may feel
like, what the fuck for?
Yeah. So
the fuck I can go?
Are you going to respond to her? Are you going to tell her like, nah, unless I go? Are you going to bite that same bullet that she got to bite?
That is a great question. I love where your head's at. Love the questions. So, in the sense of that, like I said, it's something that has to be built. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna be heated. Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck I can't come? Who the fuck is he to say that I can't come? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm in your life now. I'm the one buying shit. I'm the one doing shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This Negro really ain't here. You know what I'm saying? So, in regards to that, yeah, I'm gonna be heated. I'm not saying that I'm not.
He picking up with Keith Sweat playing.
So you think that just before y'all go, maybe they should just come in, your kid's mom, and
and that's
come in real quick and say, hey,
exactly.
Or whatever.
Exactly. So, like, look, we gotta establish something, and that's why I said in any situation we gotta establish. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not going, bro, you better give me the greatest reason why. You know what I'm saying? And even if I'm on the other side,
card real quick.
Something like
I'm not saying it the bad way. Before when he's walking out the door, you see that wink.
And that's fine. That's fine because at that point, that's when you gotta trust your woman or your man. You gotta trust him. Yeah. You gotta trust him to make that decision. If I am the one and only in your life at that point in time, then that's why I'm saying I don't give a foreign flip on what you do with your baby mama or baby daddy in this instance. Just long as you know that the minute that I sniff something, like is a Dunsky.
Yeah.
Like, so, because I'm trusting you and I'm giving you that trust. I'm giving you, and you have to gain that. You have to earn that because y'all did have something before me. And on top of that, y'all have a offspring before me. So I have to trust you. I have to understand the situation. You have to keep me in the loop in any way, shape, or form. Otherwise, this is not going to work.
Okay. So with that, all this trust given back and forth, all that, like, do you think hanging out with her will make you, like, have feelings for her again?
Nah. I do believe an ex is an ex for a reason. Like, that's one of my personal beliefs. An ex is an ex for a reason. And it could have been my fault, which is true, which definitely can kick up, feelings and everything in regards to it. But if it is a ex, then I truly have a strong feeling that it is a ex for a reason. There's no other if, and no matter how I feel, I could be like, yo, I'm still in love with her, whatever. But the love can be distant, saying, hey, I love you, I always got love for you, but you ain't the person that I need to be with.
Yeah.
Like, it just be like that. What about you?
That's true. Yeah,
Velvet?
Yeah, Velvet.
You've been a little on the hush hush.
Have I been?
Chair the other way.
Yeah, I'm working on the stuff. Make sure the audio right. Answer the question. I answer that question right now.
So, matter of fact, we'll ask it for both of y'all.
Go ahead. Go
There's
for it.
another kicker. Y'all notice that after the visit, y'all got feelings still. Now you only been in this mug 90 days, so they just made the 90-day probation. Okay.
Another question.
Now they just met this 90-day probation, and you go with the family values. You got the clear to go on the family values trip to the zoo, right?
Yeah.
This zoo trip is like the bomb diggity fresh. It's like the highlight of your life, and like in regards to your 90 days prior.
Yeah.
We'll say that it's a thing, like it's a vibe for real.
Yeah.
So now you come back home now, and you got this whole different feeling. She done changed in these 90 days, or he done changed in these 90 days, and it's a whole different person that you rocking with. On top of what he was before or what she was before.
I hear you.
Now you walk in the door to something that's just like,
It's the American dream.
No. When you walk in the door, because you walking into your 90-day, this girl that just made the 90-day probation, and you like, oh,
I mean,
like it's you.
For me, like, I would think about how long have we been broken up, me and my kids.
Okay.
Like, I would think about that, because if it's only been like the 90 days or like a little, like 6 months. Like if it's
like
only
6
been like
months?
6 months or something like that, I would be like, there's no way somebody's changed within that time. You know, there's no way.
Would you? Okay.
So I would give it this.
Now. Oh no, I need your answer.
Yeah,
I need
go
your
ahead,
answer.
Velvet.
If I went and I start feeling the way,
Yeah. So you went on the visit, the zoo visit. You got Shorty at the crib.
how long has it been again?
90 days.
90 days?
So you got 90 days Shorty at the crib.
Okay.
All right. You went on the zoo visit.
How long have we been broken up?
We'll say 6 months. So zoo visit, family time, everything is everything you ever wanted with the white picket fence and everything, right? You come back home and you get your laugh and the last little giggles out the door, you know what I'm saying? And
You have to clean your face up and come say I had a
Then you
bad
close
time.
the door and then you turn around and it's
You letting the balloons go out.
right. And then you turn around and it's her. Now I'm not saying her in a bad way. I'm just saying it's her.
Yeah.
It's her.
Okay.
So now you got these butterflies just from this zoo visit, and then you got this 90 days right here sitting in your lap.
That's rough. Go ahead.
Not really. Because I think I kind of, in a way, agree with her about you can't change it that quickly, but mine is a little different. I just think that in my personal situation, and pretty much, and this is my personal situation, I just believe that I've already made that attempt before. I've already said, hey, we should work it out. I've already been there, and I knew, and it happened more than one time in my case. So I'm already convinced.
So you've had that zoo visit, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've had the zoo visit.
Okay.
I never had the zoo visit in a relationship. I feel how I feel, like we already said. But at the same time, I think if I went somewhere, I'm real I'm not gonna lie, we have gone somewhere and we laughed and stuff before, but I didn't leave saying like, now it's time to get back together. I just was like, hey, that was funny. You told a good joke. I told a good joke. The kid is happy. But I'm not like, oh, here's a ring. I just so happen to have this in my pocket. Let's try this for the 17th time.
Okay.
I think that I would be open to dunk the 90 days. Like, for real. I mean,
Yeah.
I would be open to dunk.
No.
It just really depends on how long it's been. If it was more than 6 months and it's like they changed, like, I would be open to it.
Yeah.
I mean, and also how you said it depends on what we broke up for.
Right, of course. Because the way I see it is like, you have the, which is always good. You have the potential to actually get your family back.
In 90 days, 90 days ain't shit.
And 90
Which
days
is worth the gamble.
which is with the gamble of
90
like
days.
not saying that saying you knew you had to know that motherfucker for at least 9 months because obviously y'all had a kid together.
Okay.
And then depending on the age, then that means you obviously had to deal with that person
For
that X amount of time,
If you
depending
was
on the age of the kid. And y'all have to, if you're responsible, y'all have that communication with mom and dad prior.
And you know what?
whatever.
I've actually done that before. I've never been in a relationship with somebody and ended it, but I have been talking to somebody and then I thought this was going to work and I quit talking to who I was talking to and I said, hey, we're going to do this thing. And then that failed. And I think I'm just going off, this has been over a course of a long time, but I think I've done that more than once. So now, not 50 times, but I might have done it like twice before. So now I'm like, luckily we in a good space. We do get along, but I don't feel like I'm finna leave somebody or I don't get the emotions confused.
Okay.
Like, hey, that was funny or hey, the love has rekindled.
So you think like for the people out there that are dating right now, they're basically going through this. If like you're dating somebody, they have a kid, and they've only been broken up for 6 months or less, be careful.
Yeah.
That's the word of advice right now.
Shoot, I used to go through the...
That's what it sounds like.
If you got a girlfriend, you can't see your kid. I've been there too. But I think that's when we had still feelings. Now it's kind of like, come get them Friday. Hey, where the kid at? Hey, can I get a Walmart bag? Hey, put the socks in the Walmart bag. Hey, is he sick? Do he need some medicine? Bring him back Sunday. That's what it is now, but I have been here, what we're talking about.
But with that, how you just said that, would you prefer the zoo visit relationship? Or you don't see that as necessarily helpful for the kid? Like, what do you
I do see it necessarily helpful for the kid. I think that's good for the child, because that's basically what we're talking about. See, this is beneficial to the child. It's not necessarily beneficial for who you're with. And in this situation, you're trying to appease both.
Yep.
I want to, of course, your child comes first.
Yeah.
That's point blank, period.
Yeah.
But if you care about, like we said, if it's somebody you're just talking to, you may not give a fuck as much as if it's somebody like, I love this woman, or, you know, she loves this man, or whatever.
Yeah.
You may feel different about how they feel. So I think if I would like for that to happen, if it could happen once, like she said, once here and there. But I'm afraid, like, well, just think if you did it and just say you do it, it's funny, it's a good time, and then it was Monday, and then say, hey, we should do this Tuesday. And if you do it Tuesday, say, hey, we should do this Wednesday. And I don't think it'll be nothing like something's rekindling. I think this just don't look right.
Yeah, how you saying it
like,
sounds like you got two families. Like
yeah, it just it's not a good look. If you care about her at home, you can't say, hey babe, I know we did this yesterday, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and we're gonna do it Wednesday and Thursday, and then like how much before you start scratching your head saying, yo, you too, like if she doing it to you, how long before you start scratching your head?
If she out here, you know what I'm saying, in these streets doing the family thing, you know, Monday through Friday type stuff, you know what I'm saying, then I definitely got to ask some questions in regards to, hey, what am I really doing here? Like, what am I really doing here if you doing this family thing 3 or 4 times a week? You know what I'm saying? And that's minimizing our time. Exactly. So if you're going to minimize our time, then I have to utilize my time elsewhere. So, you know, if that's the case, then you know what I'm saying, you can rise like biscuits.
I got a question real quick. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Like, what if you had kids with more than one person?
Okay.
Would you get them all together? I'm being serious though. Like, I know it sounds funny, but I'm being serious. Would you get them all together for a zoo visit, or what would you do in that situation?
I mean,
because there's only so many days, like you said.
Yes. It is definitely, in my personal opinion, it's definitely ideal for siblings to know who their siblings are. Mm-hmm. If you've, you know, hula hooped, as my boy Velvet to say,
get your hula hoop on, baby.
You know what I'm saying? If you played hopscotch, you know what I'm saying, on numerous occasions and numerous platforms.
Nunchuck.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 4 squares and different, you know, we want to play 4 square. And you got 4 squares to play with, play with 4 squares, you know. You have to, in my personal opinion, as a father, I would personally think that you would have to at least say, hey, let's get brothers and sisters together. Hey. You know what I'm saying? So that way they can know who they are. Because, I mean, true, honestly, in a world like this, if they don't know who they are and then they grow up not knowing who they are,
who knows Kevin Gates?
Who knows that your siblings might be dating each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, and nobody wants that. And nobody wants that. So I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, at least if it's, you know, with technology nowadays, FaceTime, any type of social media, anything that you can say, hey, y'all talk to each other, you know, at least get that going. So that way they ain't out here in this free world talking about, I like you. What's your name?
Yeah.
And they don't even know that they related to each other.
True.
So it's a real tough world out here in regards to dating and all that extra good stuff.
So what do you think, Velvet?
About them, if I had multiple babies?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like them to know each other. Let's be 1,000. Let's be 1,000. If we in that situation, I would like them to know each other, but it's harder for it to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got 6 baby mamas, even if we just saying 2. If we just saying 2.
You know, it's hard out here for a bill.
Yes, it is.
Trying to get the money for the rent. Ain't no pay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I felt you.
Yeah.
I felt you, but no, like, I think it'd be a whole lot harder. Like, to be honest, when I was, like, single, and when I was going through what I said, like, oh, you got a girl, you can't see your kid, and XYZ.
Yeah.
At that particular time, I used to feel like, damn, I don't really think I can ever be with anybody. Because I have had people that either I just quit talking to them, or just to be straight up, they quit talking to me because it was like, I'm not trying to deal with this, you know. And it happened more than one time before I was like, I really don't think I can talk to nobody. Before, like, now where we are, it's kind of like, I don't want your ass, and I don't think you want my ass. Like, it go both ways. It's just like, hey, like, I really don't feel like, and I'm not just saying it for my baby out there. I'm just saying, like, I really don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, you even are interested in me anyway.
Right.
So, which is a good thing. because it prevents me from, like how Monopoly said, like if we're somewhere and she, your girl may not feel it's you.
Yeah.
But she's like, I don't think you're doing anything. I just think she's trying to get at you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It could be one way.
So now all these people are going to the zoo. You got all these kids and the kids' mom going to the zoo. Does the girlfriend get an invite now? Or there's so many people already? Like,
you got 2 baby mamas and the kids and the...
Can their boyfriend go? Like,
right? Might as well make it a family affair, right? I think that's actually
it. Chronicle.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I personally think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Only reason to say everybody knows who everybody's dealing with, and you can actually see people in person, and having all the kids interact with everybody and all that good stuff.
So they know it's okay.
And everybody knows okay.
Yeah, kids pick up on stuff.
Yeah, kids are smart as shit nowadays. They smart as shit. They know when everything's going on. They be like, Mama, so you ever gonna speak to Daddy again? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to see my daddy. Are you gonna speak to him again? Because I kind of want to see him. Kids pick up on that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Or I don't want to see him because you're mad.
Right,
whatever.
Or whatever. And the thing about it is, this is why you have to be try to be the best parents you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm the best parent in regards to the situation, but I at least try to be the best parent you can in regards to at least your kid knows who you are.
Yeah.
That's all.
Check this out.
That's all I got.
Because this portion gets deep before we get ready to wrap it up here.
Deeper.
But and I want us to have time to dig into this. Now, and I've heard this before. Your baby mama wants another kid. I don't know if she does or don't not. You don't even have to answer that. That's only something you know. But she wants another kid.
Mm-hmm.
But she ain't trying to have 6 baby daddies. She ain't trying to have 2 baby daddies.
Right.
She ain't trying to have another baby daddy. She wants to have another. She is not trying to be with you.
Right. She just wants my sperm.
She just wants to have another kid. And she was like, I would prefer that our children come from the same place. It's going to be that and that only. And this ain't no sperm bank shit. Even if it is sperm bank shit.
Yeah.
Like, however it goes down. Like, you're talking to somebody, not 3 months, but like a year. 8 months to a year. Y'all been together. Y'all live together.
Right.
Like, how are you approaching this?
Finish him.
That is.
I'm lost for words.
I'm actually not lost for words. I actually wouldn't have a problem doing it. It would just actually be all about.
Whoa! You don't have a problem with
The first thing is, are you okay with this? That's
I don't have a
the
problem
first
doing it.
Okay.
Whoa.
Only reason I say that is because
But you're with someone.
First.
That's what I said.
First thing is, be okay.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Only reason being is because it would be nice. Yeah, it would be nice that my son is still, it's all the same genetics.
Yeah.
It's all the same DNA. I don't have a problem with it. Now, was she? Of course. Absolutely. Now, this is my thing.
So how you gonna act on it?
Now here's the kicker.
Yeah.
This is the way that I would approach it because of the simple fact that there's all kinds of ways to do it without doing it.
Yeah.
So I would actually be like, hey, let's come up with a genetic way, whatever the case may be, to where she could be assimilated and whatever the case may be, to where she can still have.
Take sex out of the equation.
I will take sex out of the equation for the shorty that I'm seeing over X amount for her comfort. Now I'm not saying still that's just something that she's okay with. But at the same time, it's like, in my opinion, it's like, why wouldn't you want to have brothers and sisters as brothers and sisters when you already know the world's already generated on baby mamas and baby daddies, which already have a bad rep. Already, when you mention baby mama and baby daddy, you be like, oh,
people don't even like to be called that term.
That person ain't shit.
Yeah.
That person ain't shit.
Yeah.
But if you can actually say, hey, these are
the breaks.
The same people. These are the same people from the same peoples.
Yeah.
That's what people generally want.
Yeah.
But when you say baby mom, baby daddy, and then, you got baby daddies having 7 offspring or 5 offspring with different 3, 4 baby mamas, and you got baby mamas having 3 or 4 different baby daddies. When we hear that, it's like, dang, you couldn't even really just, like, you birth control or any type of record that, would have saved you in this situation. And you did what you did, by all means. You did what you did. You lived up and you taking care of your kids. By all means, do that. But at the same time, if a question was approached like that in regards to saying, hey,
are you going to feel responsible for the child?
And then we can even sign a contract and anything like that, you know what I'm
Would
saying?
you feel responsible, like, or would you feel like
Now, that would be in the contract. Because of the simple fact it's like, hey, I want my son or daughter to have a sibling that is also the same genetics as them. Mm-hmm. You don't have to care for this person or nothing like that. Like, it would be something.
Would you feel a sense of guilt behind that, though?
You gotta sign a contract.
Whoa.
See, that's what I said. It wouldn't be a sense of guilt because of the simple fact that I know that I'm actually saying, hey, daughter, son, daughter, the siblings are gonna be together with the same people.
So would the contract be like financially you're not responsible?
Yeah, so it would have to be something.
I'm gonna see this kid because when you're picking up your other kid and you see this is my kid right there.
That's a familiar looking kid.
You're just taking the first kid home.
So that's also a situation because they may, and this is a kicker because they may want that kid, but they may have a husband or wife, or they may have a boyfriend or girlfriend that they just want, but they don't want the siblings to be off of genetics. So it's a lot of conversations to be had. So that's what I'm saying in regards to that, because she knows my situation, and then I know she would approach me with her situation. Then I would be like, okay, well, we have to actually get this shit in writing because this shit's for the birds. It ain't no easy situation to deal with. It ain't no easy situation to deal with. So I'm gonna need this drawn up for us to both be on agreement, and then this can actually be seen by both parties on opposite ends, my shorty, and then her man. It could all be drawn out to where everybody agrees. Yeah. So then now nobody has no quarrels or no beef or nothing, and everybody could sign it too. To where it's even easier. You could sign initial date, put motherfucker on, and I don't care. Just as long as it's your handwriting.
You can't get both people to agree on it. Do they like cheeseburgers or chicken sandwiches? Like, that's a hard agreement to make. I'm not saying it's impossible. Me personally, I would not do that. Okay. But I think we all three can agree that we all understand. We all wanted it to come from one place. Yeah. I never want. Luckily, I only have one child, but I never wanted to have this child here, this child there, that baby mama, that baby mama. I'm not in that situation. But if I ever wanted a kid again, then it would be two baby mamas. If I'm saying currently, if that's what I wanted to do. Yeah. Now, that's something I never wanted. So if I was, if that question was turned to me, I would say no. I do agree with you that I think, the seed should come from the same place. Right. Everybody, we look alike. We know what's up. Everybody know what's up. This exactly. What's up. Whereas this other kid and your other daddy, my daddy, your daddy, it don't gotta be that. But I think it's kind of like, even if you take sex out of the equation, I would personally feel bad even if they said, hey, you don't have to take care of this kid.
Which is understandable from a father. Which is understandable. Yeah. I agree with you there.
That's why I don't donate sperm, which they make about $1,000 a week, from what I understand.
And I'm talking about signing up.
I just flush.
Do what you gotta do.
I just flush mine down the toilet.
The only one I know is actually far from me, so that's the only reason why I ain't doing it. Otherwise, I would probably.
It's in Austin. They got
straight
one
up. Yeah. I would definitely.
I looked before.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, we both.
I have to. Yeah, I have.
I've already considered getting a vasectomy before because of this. Like, I just.
No, I like my kids. I'm thinking about having one more in this world just to say, hey, my son is not alone. Yeah. Thinking about
Michael Jackson told us this.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wow. Otherwise, I'm either going to have a shorty that got kids so my son can have some,
How would you feel about this?
Me?
Yeah. Yes, you.
We need to have a
so
kid
you,
in the same...
you got somebody, you approach somebody.
Okay, so if I'm doing it...
Yeah, you approach.
Hey,
you approach. Or we'll even say it like this.
Well, she need to answer the same question we answered.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it vice versa. Yeah. So, he has custody of y'all children, and he's like, you know what? I kind of want to have another son and or daughter with you due to the fact that it's the same genetics. Whatever the case, we'll do it because it happens. It is possible. So he was like, it don't have to be nothing here, and he even give you the two. Here's my sperm, here's my kids right here, and all I need you to do, and I'll pay for everything, whatever the case, I just need you to be 9 months.
I think that's a quicker no for me to say, because, 9 months walking around,
very true.
For us to say that, but,
true.
Very true. That's very true, because for women, you gotta walk around. But what if he's like, I'm gonna compensate you double?
No, I mean, I would still say no, because especially I'm in a relationship, now I'm walking around pregnant, he has to deal with morning sickness, he has to deal with all this stuff, and it's just like...
Very true.
Is he gonna sign up for all that? Now I'm single at the end of it.
Or is he gonna say, I'm feeling morning sickness too? I'm getting your symptoms, babe.
Now, what if he's like, hey, this compensation can actually set us off right?
Oh, so he's okay with it.
So what I'm saying is saying the dude approaches you with the situation and the check to compensate for you being pregnant and for dude to be okay. So I ain't talking about just no simple 5,000. I'm talking about, we'll say like 100, 200,000. So he's not only saying, hey, I want the kid, but I'm also going to compensate you for your 9 months and for you having a dude.
Finish him.
What up, though?
You know what? How come money wasn't involved when it was y'all?
Yeah.
You know?
Only reason being is because
it's rougher for us.
Because it's rougher for women.
It's hard out there for women.
So for us to just be like, here's my semen. It's a quicker transaction. It's an easy transaction. Hey, I went. It's in a bottle right here. You can freeze it, and whenever you're ready, you can be ready. See, that's easy. That's real easy. And because that's what she wanted, she could be like, I can pay for all the operation, which may be cheaper than that, because you have to strenuate your body and extend your body for 9 months. And you have to have all the symptoms and sicknesses and everything that you have.
I'm gonna turn this right back around on you, but for that, that's a rough answer. I'm gonna say a maybe.
Okay.
But I kind of want to say a no, but I'm gonna go with a maybe.
You're being compensated.
But I'm gonna turn this around on y'all. If you're with someone, let's just say y'all are together, y'all are married, 5 years or something,
right?
There's time in there. She knows your kid's mom, everything. Your kid's mom's like, hey,
so all of it's good. So we'll say all of it's good. Mamas know everybody. Everybody's good. Yeah. They have play dates, whatever the fuck, however the fuck.
They're not cool. It's not super good, but it's good. Y'all cool.
All right, cool.
Okay, so your kid's mom comes to you and says, hey, I want another kid, but I can't carry any more kids. So she asked that you ask your wife to carry the kid, like use your sperm, her egg,
and give it to her.
Your kid's mom's egg, your sperm, and your wife carries the baby.
Wife carries the baby of my sperm and my ex's.
Yes, there's.
Oh, okay.
That's and you can compensate her. She compensates you. Okay. The kid's mom compensates you. Your ex compensates.
I'll talk to
Hold on 1 second. Go
ahead. I'll talk to my lady about it, but if she say yeah, then I'm down.
Oh,
I wouldn't even have no info because like I said, because she has to go through the most strenuous part. It ain't gonna bother me. Yeah. She has to go through the most strenuous part. Yeah. So if she's saying, if she weighs out the pros and cons as my missus, and she weighs out the pros and cons of everything, and she's like, yeah, I ain't got nothing to say. If you willing to do it, let's do it, babe.
I in a way, I agree with that, because I think it's like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hold on.
But now money's involved. Now y'all are all now y'all Velvet.
I'm about to say I've been good. I've been good.
Hold on. The drink touched me for a second. I just thought this is also my kid.
Yeah.
That I'm just.
Yeah.
I was thinking just we giving a kid away.
No.
Okay.
This is
we can.
This is still your
It's
kid's
my
mom.
kid.
Still your sperm.
So
I think this is a variable situation, as you always say. Like, am I going to see this kid, or I'm just going to drop the kid off and say the kid is now born? There you go.
Yeah, so that's fine. So look, because of the simple fact, so the way the lady Monopoly is saying it is that she's like, the shorty, my ex shorty, want a kid, and she gonna compensate us as far as her husband and wife. She gonna compensate us for it. So once the kid is here, that kid belongs to shorty.
Yeah, to baby.
Not me and wife. The kid belongs to shorty.
And then it's
still been in this whole situation. Is that what it's been?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna take my maybe and turn it to a no. I mean, that's rough.
That is rough,
especially for a woman, because you're giving your child away now, even if you wanted a kid or not.
Yeah, and you're picking up your kid, seeing that other kid, and then you're just like, bye, kid. Like, that's...
So...
I gotta pick my baby up. Well, our baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the situation in regards to the men, it's me just pretty much handing on my sperm, and it's you can because as my shorty, she already had one. I gave her my sperm, so she'll have 2 kids, but it will technically belong to the guy.
She has 2 kids, but you have 1 kid. That's what it's technically coming out. Quotations, you have 1 kid.
Yeah, but I'm not, of course, me, as I'm looking at it, is like, it's still my son or my daughter or whoever it is. But the woman approached me because she wanted the same genetics. Yeah. But it's technically not mine. We signed the deal, so technically it's not mine.
But it came from your nunchucks.
But it came from my nunchucks.
Yeah.
All in all, we never come across this situation. It's too much.
It's a conversation I don't want to be in.
So now what you was approaching us with is the same situation, is that Shorty came through. She was like, hey, my egg, my sperm, but I want to give my egg and my sperm to your wife. And for her to carry 9 months because you can't carry. Yeah. So for her to carry 9 months
and drop it back,
and then drop it back off after the 9 months is done to you.
Look, I picked up a kid.
But I'm compensating. I'm compensating everything. If my
back.
wife is cool with it, cool.
That goes back to that off-air conversation we had with the with that movie. You know, with
no.
And we'll bring that to their attention here soon.
Oh, is that the boat?
With the
fur coat? With the fur coat? Yeah! Yeah!
We're gonna bring y'all up to speed.
The fur coat. Just remember the fur coat and the yacht. Fur coat and the yacht. That's all you need to remember.
Exactly. I'm gonna say this real quick. Before we wrap this thing up, in a sense, it still feels like there's a lot of more tension. Y'all let us know if we need to talk about this a little more. So we can hear a little woo and a little toasty. Man, that's some hot shit. Like that's a hot ass conversation.
It's a whole bunch of scenarios, bro.
Oh,
that came through. They came through with one topic. It's a whole bunch of scenarios.
Man,
came through one topic.
Talking about, I tell you one funny thing. Just a side note. That has been proposed to me before, but not with the baby mama thing, but it was 2 women that lived under the rainbow. Yeah. And they wanted me to.
Wow, that's what we need to speak on next.
And and I declined. I declined it. And actually the deed was involved. It wasn't a drop your sperm off. It was like, I'm gonna come through.
What if it didn't work the first time? How many times you got? What if you
get to express yourself quite freely?
What if you were playing around and you just?
Let's just say we got all the way to the day when I think it was the day of, and it's like, I'm gonna be through there, and then I was like, yeah, I was kidding. I don't think I was tripping. I must have went through a dry spell. Don't get scared, Velvet. No, you got scared. No, I went through a dry spell, and I said, we'll just take this. And then I said, hold on, I can't be having, because it was the same thing. Yeah. You're not responsible for the kid, and we're gonna do a deal and all this other stuff. But I personally felt bad saying, okay, cool. I was just trying to achieve a goal. Now I got a kid out there, and even though you said I'm not responsible, I still feel a way. But we're gonna wrap it up. We just wanted to make y'all scratch y'all's heads real quick. I see we still scratching our heads real quick.
And then...
Anybody else need some more shout-outs around this
And then... No, and then!
If you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. Right on the page or hit us in our inbox. Shout-outs! S.A. Wild Child, you can drop them first, my guy.
Well, I want to give a shout out to the people on this other side of the table. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
We do good. We do good around this mug. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Hey. But other than that, I love my city, so I'm gonna get a shout out to San Antonio.
Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna put that out there. We're gonna put that out there with some strong love. That 201, that Countdown City. I'm gonna give them all love. Family. As well, I couldn't do this without you. My mama, I couldn't do this without you. You the one created me, along with my pappy. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to him too as well. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't see him, it's a situation.
He's always gotta do the shout out.
You know what I'm saying? Always time. My brother, and my brothers from another mother. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give them the shout outs too, because them the people that I've been around and maybe the man I am today. too. So life experiences is what usually makes you as an adult too. So give a shout out. There's a base, there's a foundation, and then there's life experiences that make you who you are.
That's a quote.
So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Feel that, drop that. What up though? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Philosophical on this crown. I get philosophical with the crown on my head. You know what I'm saying? As I drink it from the straw of choice, the bendy straw of choice. At that, you know what I'm saying? But anyways,
pass some shout outs to whoever.
Yeah, it's all good in the hood. Shout out to everybody and anybody that's a listener, that's a follower, that wants to do their own thing and have their own goals. Just go for it.
Amen.
Shout out.
And I'm going to send a few shout-outs. Mine typically be the same. I want to go ahead and make sure my mama get one. Make sure my son get one. Make sure everybody that's rolling, all the fans, everybody that's listening. I see New York's on there heavy. I be seeing Kansas, Oklahoma on there heavy, Louisiana. Definitely got to shoot out Mississippi because you know what's up. Shout out to Texas because I see y'all on there. That's where we based at. So, it is what it is. We got to raise the roof for y'all too. I see Cali on there.
Yeah.
So, Cali be out there. I be seeing like Sacramento, LA, you know what I'm saying? I show credit where credit is due. Seem like I'm losing somebody. Who am I?
Golden Nuts.
Golden Nuts got his. He got his earlier, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to drop one for Golden Nuts again. And not to mention, shout out to my cup, because my cup made me feel so good.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is magical, I swear. Cheers.
Yeah.
Harambe.
That was cheers with plastic cups.
Harambe.
We keep it ratchet around this motherfucker.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying? We classy but not classy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to do a shout out for Lanopoli because Lanopoli is drinking Moscato wine double cup.
Hey! Facts.
Houston is in the house. Not to mention, we just got ratchet in this bitch.
Hashtag facts.
Monopoly, what shout outs you got?
To Houston. I didn't even say Houston at first. Everybody in Houston. Yates, class of 06, Yates. My mom again. I appreciate you. You're the reason why I'm here.
Mm-hmm. With no contracts.
And just, all
All you right there and slushy, we appreciate you. We love y'all.